Lifestyle. Lifestyle, another one of the topics that I talk about all the time when considering what any season's capsule wardrobe or your wardrobe in general should look like. It all comes down to lifestyle. What do you do most of the time? No season has this been more important, more relevant for so many different reasons than the summer of 2020. Do you have children? That's my first question. Always. Do you have children? And if so, what age are they? I have elementary school children who are, and one of them is a girl, Ashby. And children tend to touch things that are dirty and then run to their mothers and try to touch their beautiful, perfect white dresses. This happened several times the first time I wore this dress. Something to take into consideration. Should I have worn the white dress when I have grubby little hand children around me? Probably not. But that's kind of a lighthearted example of how lifestyle affects your clothing choices. Something that's a little less lighthearted about this season. Are you on unemployment? Are you furloughed? Are you looking for a job? Are you really uncertain about your future? Me too. Why is that important about your lifestyle? What does that have to do with your wardrobe? Well, in a climate where our very identities have been stripped from us, really, who would have expected this? I firmly believe it's never been more important to get yourself dressed in the morning, especially if you are looking for a job, which, just going to put this out there to you guys right now, I am in the process of landing a full-time brand management and marketing position. And I'll tell you what, that's not just about filling out every application that seems remotely interesting or aligned with your skill set on LinkedIn or Indeed. No. That is not how you get a job when you are a director or senior level hire in 2020. You've got to network. And guess what? Networking means talking to friends, getting your friends to hook you up with other friends, doing a bunch of cold Zoom calls with people you've never met before to pick their brain about their industry, You need to be bringing your best self forward in these situations, and compounded with the fact that this environment, this atmosphere, this planet that we live on right now is not really aligned with us feeling like our best, most grounded versions of ourselves, it's even more important. So if your lifestyle this summer has anything to do with trying to find a job, I really want you to think hard about the clothes that you are putting on every day. If you're trying to get a job that eventually will be in an office with a team underneath you, delivering strong results to impress executives, you don't have to put on a power suit. Thank God you don't. But you should be feeling put together in a way that when you sit down to articulate what you can bring to an organization, you feel as grounded and as confident in your own skin as possible. This is something that we learned when I went to Catholic school. And tell me, when they told us that we had to wear a dress code and uniforms because people who dressed in a dress code and uniforms performed at a higher scale, I didn't want to listen to it when I was 16 years old. I just felt like it was them telling me that I had to be conventional and to look like everybody else. But there is truth there. There is truth behind the idea that you deliver your best self when you feel put together in your clothes. The good news is that we're all I had a conversational interview, like a pick your brain situation, with a gentleman last week, and he is a founder of a very successful tech firm in the Dallas corridor, and there was definitely several tubas playing in the background, and at first I was like, is that me? He's like, oh no, those are my children. Be prepared, you're gonna hear a piano join soon. And indeed we did. So we do have the advantage of everyone being in like a state of craziness and kids being at home, so the bar is a little lower in terms of technical difficulties, children walking in and out of these Zoom conversations. However, that doesn't preclude you from getting dressed in a way that you can sit there and feel confident in your own skin. Again, does not mean you need suits, doesn't even mean you need a blazer, but you should have at least 1 to 2, and you don't really need that more than that, outfits that when you, maybe it's a dress, maybe it's a top, something that when you put it on, you know it's your color, it's illuminating you on screen, that you feel good sitting down and talking in it, and most importantly, you're not thinking about it when you're trying to think about all of the things that you can bring to this organization in the moment on a Zoom call. So what are some other lifestyle considerations? I mean, climate. Everyone says it's summer, it's hot, but that's not always the case. Places are more humid. Humidity is a huge factor. If you can live in like the arid desert and it's 99 degrees in Las Vegas, that is a completely different type of hot than 82 degrees and 100% humidity in South Carolina. I mean, 10 degree differential with the temperature, humidity plays a huge role. So another example, how much time do you spend in the sun? Are you a sun lover like me who always wants her shoulders exposed so I can get a little bit more tan? I do have 30 plus on, thank you very much, and always 50 on your face, at least. But do you like your shoulders exposed, or are you sun adverse? Do you have health reasons for avoiding the sun? Do you have cultural reasons for avoiding the sun? Is you just really fair skin and you get sunburn really easily? Another thing to think about. Okay. Another thing to think about when you're picking the clothes for your summer capsule. Hi, you can come say hi. And I talk about this in a different video. Fabric is everything. You want your fabric to be natural, natural, natural. Synthetic fabric is cheaper, yes, but especially in humidity. You sit down in a car, you drive somewhere, you get out, the worst feeling is shorts sticking to you with a polyester wrinkle you can't get out. Big difference between a linen wrinkle, which is intentional, and a polyester wrinkle, which just sucks in all of the moisture that's between your thighs and under your arms. You know what I'm talking about. So don't forget to deeply consider lifestyle elements when picking your summer capsule. And good luck with that job search. And by the way, if any of you are on the hiring team for a creative job that needs a brand manager, director of marketing with a skill set for excellent interpersonal communication skills, excellent use of digital resources, excellent, can speak half the time, but not when she's trying to pitch herself on camera. You know what I'm good for. Talk to me.